let this conversion get complete, then I can share you that how to do this one. So like this, you have n number of things to be defined it. So again, if I just go for this plasticity in the plastic, I can just go a more Coulomb plasticity. I can go. This is just where like you have to give your friction angle of your soil and dilatance angle of your soil. Okay, and then you can go this cohesion. So cohesion, yield stress, and ABS plastic strains that you have to define for this kind. So if you want to tension cutoff values also, you can provide this particular tension cutoff values. Okay, like this, so many things. This is just for this. Now, if I just go for plasticity, and if I just say like damaged materials, so I just need to study. If it's a ductile material for a damage, then you have to go for a Johnson-Cook damage. So click on this, and you have to provide all these particular values for this. So like this, there are multiple things. So I just need to go in detail about all your problem statements, and then I can able to realize like which model I have to teach. Here the question is which model I have to teach. I don't know. That's why I'm asking you the inputs. Based upon your inputs only, like I can able to explain you like what are the things to be covered on this.
Sir, like if we are taking one section from any code, like
sorry, can you be a little louder?
So if we are taking any section from any code, so we are just modifying it and using it for any.
If we are taking any section to modify, modify
code like there is Euro code, IS codes, and everything. They have given some typical sections. Or in my case, so they have already given every value. So I can take the directly value from there.
Yeah, you can take it, but please try to present it like all the things that what you want, like what is the data it is available with you. Try to present that, then it will be understandable for me, right? Okay, once if you present me all the informations, then I will filter out like what are the things I need to cover it, and based upon your materials, if anything wrong or if anything need to be added, so those kind of the things that we can able to do this. So first priority for me is like I need this particular information. So once if you can provide me this information, then we can proceed for our training. Don't worry on this. We are not doing only on the weekends. Like whenever any time it is there, I'll let you know. So we'll do on alternative days also. 1 hour session, we can do it on alternative days. So it would be easy for you guys also. Or else like we can remove on the weekends and we can fit it only on the alternative days. As I was little busy till like 25th, after that I will be free. So we can schedule it. Even on 22nd, I'm free. On 24th, I'm free. 24th evening, I'm free. 22nd evening, I'm free. So we can schedule those things. So, but the only thing is like maximum inputs I need from you guys. You are telling me a paper, right? At least like if each and everyone, if someone want to share the screen, you can share your screen. Explain me your project, like what Ashish has explained it. That has given me an input so that I have designed this, how to create an I section and how to assemble all those things and how to remove the materials to insert bars, all those kind of things. Suppose if you want to do some files like creations, you can just go create a part. So it's a 3D planar deformable extrusion. Then I can go, this is what the radius of it, just give done. So depth, I want something around like 100 mm. You just go this. Then this is actually you can able to create this.
Sir, I have one PPT made. So can I show it to you now?
Yeah, please. Well, let me make you as a presenter. 1 second. Yeah. Now you can share your screen.
Is it visible, sir?
Yes.
So like in my model, so like basically my one was like I have to design some composite section like this, enclosed composite sections.
Okay. Which
So I
one?
have to
Which
make
one?
it
Can you
complete.
round up that one? Can you move your cursor?
It is like centrally forces, then I'm using I section in the middle, then completing composite sections. Sir.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so in that composite section,
No,
in
for
the
your
various people.
project, I got an idea, and similar to that, I have shown you, right, how to create a part, how to remove the material.
Yes, sir. So like similarly, then in Abacus, it's written that there is a tool called Conweb.
Tool called?
Conweb, CONWEP. Actually, in that Conweb, so we will get some like ideal blast wave profile from that.
Okay, okay. Mm-hmm.
Ideal blast wave profile. So if I'm you considering any explosive, but explosive in real life, it's compared with TNT. So how much amount of TNT it has been used? Okay, sir. So mass specific energy is there. So I have to take any mass specific energy, what is the profile of that thing, and I have to apply on that particular composite section, whether it will be
So your problem is
retaining.
related with the blasting also?
Ma'am, what was only related to blasting, sir?
Okay, this is Umnesh, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Blasting.
fine.
So,
Okay, fine.
so at the end, I have to check the residual capacity of that particular column. So I'll show you one paper, sir, regarding this.
Yeah.
Just a minute, sir. बंद क्यों हो गया?
So you guys are going to college daily?
Yes, sir.
You guys are going to college daily?
No, sir. No. We actually they have only called us for like if you want to do project, you can come here and complete your project. At home, we were not able to do it because sir, like there were too much. If you're at home,
Okay. So we can do like on daily also, or alternative days we can do the trainings in afternoon sessions also.
Just a minute, I'm sharing. So is it visible?
Yes.
So like in this paper, he has used damage evaluation for perforated steel column. So it was a steel column here. He made it in, I think so, in ANSYS or ANSYS, I think so.
Okay.
Then he
Okay.
applied the loads. So blast loading, he applied it. Then afterwards, he got the result axial gravity load at column. So at post blast loading. So similarly, he has given about how much deflection is there, how much strain is remaining. Then he has used finite element model. Then he has varied loads and everything. So he has proved that this type of sections are very much useful. So most of the papers I have seen this one are given. So I'm trying to get at that point by using composite columns.
But there is a nothing related as like a blast. Like you're going with a kind of an I section and then you are trying to apply a load on it. That's it, right?
I'm going to 2-3 majorly used hero sections, composite sections. So by optimizing the thickness, I can make it blast resistant.
So this is a composite section they have gone like what are the
no. They have given this is a perforated only I section, perforated I section.
Okay.
In this they have given a variation in like this one, sir. So in this you can see some are the closed rings, some are hexagonal rings, some are circular rings.
Yes, yes, yeah.
So in that they have given the variation. I'm giving in like majorly which type of composite section I can use for the blast resistance nearby. So if my actual I have retention of maximum axial load bearing capacity, then there will not be sudden collapse.
Mm-hmm.
And I can design it for maximum most amount of mass specific energy or maximum instead of they have shown RDX, I can use for Torpex, which amount.
What are the material properties? Can you show me that?
Material properties. So I have one more paper. I will make in PPT, sir, like material properties and this element geometry and boundary conditions.
Yeah, yeah, boundary conditions also, I think they have grouped it at the top plate and they are connecting to one point and trying to apply there, right? For all the
Yes, yes.
bolted points. Okay.
Yes. I'll again make a PPT regarding this in material and everything, and I'll show
Yeah,
you.
if you can give me that, or like if you can share me the papers, at least it would be helpful for me. Like I can go through it and then I can teach you like what are the things I need to cover, all this. I have to make you force this particular time only. Later on, like when you just come up with the new things, and again, if I want to go back to these particular modules and repeat some things, it would be like a quite clumsy process and we may get a lot of confusions also. So that's why I don't want to get into all this particular troubles. Now itself, we will try to correct it. Okay, don't worry. This is just only a September. I heard from Naveen that you have a time till November, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so by I will be make sure that by end of October 25th, you would be ready with all your project results. By October 25th, you all will be ready with your project results. And after that, if you want to do any kind of iterations, you can able to change the situations. But before that itself, I'll try to complete everything. No issues on that. But the only thing is proper inputs. So proper inputs is must and should for me. Then only it will helpful for me to do anything. Okay. So now let me take you up to this step module. So I try to cover this anyways that you want to apply some kind of a loads and all. There are different kinds of steps available over here, guys. So once you click on the step, initial is the step that which is automatically by default it's created it. Now you have to go and create a new step. So click on this create a new step. Then it takes you to two different levels.
Sir.
Hello. Yes.
Sir, you haven't shared your screen, sir.
Oh God, I'm sorry. Okay, can you see it now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me cancel this. This is where the step module I'm just going it. Now clicking on the step manager. So now create here. So going for this particular step, this is what is a static, like there are a procedure types, general and linear perturbations. So now first we are going for general steps. The very first step it is called as a static. If you are dealing with the soils, then you can have to click on the soils. Now I'm dealing with the static. So I'll just click on the static analysis. So static general, if you just continue this is what a static general it will take. Okay, what is this particular static general analysis? What is this total time period? And what is this nonlinear geometry? And what exactly increment, automatic and fixed, that we will see. So coming on this, so total time period. Now it is there, it is a 1 as a total time period as a 1. Fix it default as it is. Once we discuss about the increment, then you will come to know what is the time interval. For the time being, you just remember it is a unit value of a 1. Next is a non-linear geometry means whenever your geometry due to the load, it may interact with each other. And this particular material is having some of the plasticity conditions also, which should be considered in my problem. So to switch on all those algorithms, I need to make sure that my non-linear geometry is always on. Now go to the increment. So what is this in increment? Let me take you one small example of your day-to-day activities or something like that. That you have gone for a restaurant and you ordered one biryani and you are having it. Okay. So the thing, however you like the food or you didn't like the food, the process is same. If you like the food, you may finish it very quickly. If you didn't like the food, you may finish it a little lately, or you will leave it. These are the three options available. Here also, if all the inputs are good, the problem will solve it very quickly. If the inputs are not correct, it may take a little time to solve it with some alternative methods, or else it will abort the problem. These are the three. So there are also three, and here also three. Yeah. Now I got a biryani on my plate. And now, after serving this, if I want to consume this particular food, if I want to consume that particular food, what I do is like first I'll take out a spoon from that particular serving bowl, and then I will try to put it in my mouth. So remember this, take it out one spoon, and then I'm just putting it. This is one operation. So I'll call that as a one increment. Okay, I'll call this as a one increment. Okay, I'll just call this as a one increment, one increment. Okay, inside that particular increment, like that means after putting this particular food in your mouth, you might be chewing it for n number of times. How many times that you are going to choose? Till then you feel it is comfortable for swallow. Till that particular time, you try to chew it. So even in increment also, there will be a multiple iterations will happen. Inside one increment, there will be a multiple iterations it will happen. That means inside that increment, what is the best solution? It will try to search it for an each and everything and all. That's where like it will try to call it as an iterations. So there would be like multiple iterations inside of one increment. So now you got me right. You ordered a food and you got the food, and if you want to consume the food from your serving bowl, that you will take it out a spoon and then you put it in your mouth. This particular process you are going to repeat it some 20-25 times based upon the quantity of the food that you have. That means this will have some 20 to 25 increments. Inside each and every increment, that is inside keeping of an each and every spoon, you are going to chew in your mouth for multiple times. So these are called iterations. Chewing multiple times is nothing but iterations. You are taking out a sample and then you are trying to grind it and then you are consuming it. So here also an increment and iterations, and then it will try to figure out the solutions. So for the increment, there are the two types actually. One is an automatic and it is a fixed. So always suggestible to go with only an automatic option. So in the automatic option, you have a thing called the maximum number of increments. Okay. If I see a biryani, then you can able to estimate this. Oh, to eat this, at least I need some 20 minutes of a time. Or to eat this, at least I need some 15 minutes of a time. You are guessing that particular time, but you may finish it in 10 minutes or you may take it to 40 minutes also. You don't know that. But I can guess, I can fix this. I can go with maximum worst condition. If I take it out also, I can go some 10,000 spoons I can eat. It's not mandatory that you have to eat it in 10,000 spoons, but the maximum I can go up to like a 10,000 spoon, or like the maximum I can go up to like 1,000, or like the maximum I can go up to like 100. So you can define this particular value, maximum number of increments that you need it for this. Okay, so maximum number of an increment. That means maximum number of an increments that you need for this. How many you have to feed. Next is increment size. Actually, you are using a big tablespoon, like it's a serving spoon that you are using, or like an eating spoon you are using, or like you are using a very small spoon or something, or you are using a hand. Based on this, the quantities inside the spoon will be keep changing it. So like that also, to define the particular quantities of your food, here I just need to define my increment sizes. The increment sizes, it might be around like start from 0.1 and maximum it go up to like a 1 also. It may go up to like a 1, but its initial is like a 0.1. Okay, and in the initial again, if it is like a minimum, sometimes while taking out from the bowl, some of the food may fall back onto the plate or the bowl. So you have to consider that what would be the minimum quantity left it is. Minimum quantity left it is like 1E5, and maximum might be like complete bowl, or like an initial is like 10% of my bowl is my first spoon serving. So like this, you can able to figure it out, and then you can fix that particular number and you can run the solutions. Now I'll just selected all these things. Going back to the basic things, now it's a 1. All this particular process, I would like to study it with a 1 second of a time, or like whatever you wanted, you can feed this particular time. Okay. After feeding this, just give OK. Well, automatically this particular step will be created. So now whatever the time interval it is creating it with number of iterations and number of increments, that particular thing we call it as a Newton-Raphson method. You can call that as a Newton-Raphson method. So what is the Newton-Raphson method? We'll see in the tomorrow's class. Okay. So I have just given you a hint about what is it. These are the like very, very important topics, and we will be repeating on daily activities. So that's why I'm covering only a one topic on a day basis. Once you are thorough about this one, then we'll go in a very big flow. Okay. So in the same day, we may go up to like 2 to 3 iterations of examples also. Is that clear, guys? What is the Newton-Raphson method and how to measure the weight of your parts? And how to control your assembly instances as per your dimensions by creating your coordinates. These 3 steps, it is clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Perfect. Sure. If you have no formalities, nothing, don't feel shy or nothing is there here. If you didn't understand anything, please let me know. If you guys tell me, then only I can able to understand.
Yeah, a little bit practice is required, sir. After this, we need to
Yeah,
practice.
that's what I'm not taking of too much of time also. I'm taking only a 1 hour of a time. You just start practicing this. Once you also familiar with the tool, then if I can teach you very fast also, you can able to understand this. Okay. I don't want to give too much of stuff into your mind at the very initial classes.
I think this part is didn't record. Okay, it's recording.
Sorry?
I think it's not recording.
No. It is recording. It is recording. It is recording. I'll give you the recording. No issues. So yours is in documents. Okay, I'll give you this recording. That's not an issue. Is there any other doubts? Please let me know and try to practice these 3 is very, very, very important. How to measure the distance and how to create a coordinates and how to move your translate your parts and how to measure the weight of this, how to create a material properties. And then we have seen how to create this step of a general step, which is a Newton-Raphson method. So these things that we have discussed it. If you have any doubts, let me know. Otherwise, we can stop the session. Please practice on the same.
Sir, can you tell me again the step process and concept behind step?
Okay. I will delete this one. But you understand my theory, right? Of like how you are consuming that particular part you have understood, right?
Yeah, that I understood. What's the concept behind step?
So now creating this one in general, you have to choose as a static general, continue. What is the time interval that you would like to solve it? If you don't know, you just keep it as 1 over here. And then keep it on nonlinear geometry as a on. Go to the increment and give the increments that you would like to fill. And just give OK. So now a step it has been created it. If this particular given time interval is sufficient or not, then when we are trying to solve a problem, then you can able to understand it. Example is when your food is not too spicy and it is comfortable to eat, you may consume it very quickly also. But if your food is too spicy, that you may take time to consume this particular. Here also, when your problem with any kind of an input or if your mesh quality is not good or some other problems is there, then it will take a time to solve this particular things. And sometimes it may say it is not possible also. That time you have to go on with like an error solving. So what kind of an errors it is coming, based upon that you need to try to solve this. So we'll see all those particular things. So don't worry about this. Try to practice only these things and try to create your own parts. Try to create a material with the density. Check out the weights of it, whether you can able to bring exact weight or not. Please check that one. If you feel everything is good, then we can proceed further. Okay. Is that clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So today I'm just stop sharing it. Like if you have any doubts, please let me know. Otherwise, we can close the session. Please practice it. And again, we'll meet back tomorrow again.
Yes, sir. We'll be practicing that.
Yeah, please practice it. I'm giving you the time for practice only. Please practice. Okay, guys. See you then tomorrow. If you have any doubts, please call me on my number also. No issues. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. All right.